Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I decided to do my favorite drugstore bronzers. I already have my favorite drugstore blushes up, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you check out that too. So if you would like to see a few of my favorites, please keep watching. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is probably everybody's favorite at this point in time. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have the shade Just Bronzer, but they did come out with multiple shades of this. So I believe there's like this shade Deep Bronzer. I want to say I saw at least 5 or 6 shades on Ulta.com. So when I got mine, this was the only shade available, but I really like this. It's just like a pretty shade of bronzer. Like it's not too warm. It's not too gray. It's like a true bronzer shade and it looks so nice on the skin, and then it smells really good too. So you have to love that. And then on the back, you do get a mirror. Well, not on the back, but kind of, right? And then it did come with like a little sponge brush, but I just tossed that, so love this. Next, I have a baked bronzer from Milani. I actually have 3 of these. I think I have all the shades, but I picked out like the medium shade. So this is the shade 05 Soleil. I do have the lighter one and the darker one, but since it is a summertime, I wanted to show you guys this one. Although I love all 3 shades, this is the one that I use the most. And it is baked, so it goes on the skin like really nice, and then it does have like a little bit of like a shimmer in it, but it's not like super overwhelming. But this is probably like the warmest bronzer I'm gonna show you in my favorites, because I like more gray tone neutral shades of bronzers. I don't really go for like the warm shades, but I love how this looks on my skin when I'm like a little bit tan, so that's why I wanted to show you guys this one. And then on the other side you do get a mirror and then a little brush thing. So I just went ahead and grabbed the other Milani baked bronzer because I want to show you guys this one too, because I do use this one a lot. This is the shade 04 Glow. And this is what this one looks like. So this one still is kind of like a warm bronzer, but it's not like super warm like the Soleil shade. And this does have like a little bit of like a golden kind of sheen to it, but it looks beautiful on the skin. So if you didn't want to use like a matte bronzer, but you didn't want a super like, if you didn't want like a super shimmery bronzer, but you wanted like a glow from within, I guess is what I'm saying, this would be like a really good bronzer for you. I can also use this when I'm fair, light, or tan. So I just really like it. It's just beautiful. This one, like I said, it's warm, but it's more of like a goldeny warm shade, if that makes any sense. But as you can see in the pan, it's gorgeous. Next, this was actually used on me at a Velvet 59 campaign shoot, and the makeup artist used this and I was like, oh my god, what is that? I need to go buy it right now. So this is the LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder, but she used it as a bronzer and I was like, I need it. So this is in the shade Classic Tan. I've used this so many times since I bought it. And to me, this is more of like a caramel camel shade of bronzer. I just really like it. I can use this when I'm super fair or tan or like in between. It just looks so good. I just love how it looks on the skin. And then you do get a mirror. So like all these so far are like the same kind of compact, but they do have other shades of this too. Like I have another one I haven't tried yet. I think it's a little bit darker than this, but Classic Tan is definitely my favorite. Then I wanted to show you guys these because I'm not sure if these are the same thing, but I think they are. This one came out I think a year or 2 ago, and this is the L'Oreal Glambronze bronzer for face and body. This is the shade 02. I do have 01, 02, and 03. 03 is like the deeper bronzer I would use to contour with because it's kind of like a gray undertone. That's what it pulls on my skin. But the 02 medium shade is the shade that I use the most. I'm not sure if this is still for sale or not, but if it is, it's probably on Amazon if I had to guess, but I didn't know if it was the same as this one. This is the True Match Lumi Bronze It. This is in the shade 01 Light. So that's what that one looks like. It's just such a beautiful bronzer. There is like a slight sheen to it, so it's not 100% matte, but the design on both of them is the same. So I think it's the same thing, just like repackaged and maybe like the formula's changed. I really don't know, but I wanted to show you the both because I love them both. So this is the 02 medium shade and this is the 01 light shade. These are such good bronzers and the pan size is huge. Then I have this. I use this as a bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Pressed Powder. This is in the shade 827C Dark Cafe. So this is a face powder, but I use it as bronzer. And it just like, okay, so it is really dark, so I have to use a light hand. But the powder is so incredibly soft. Like I can't get over it. And this is definitely a bronzer that I like to use in the summertime, a little bit in the fall time when I still have a tan. I don't really use this when I'm like fair light, but since it is the summertime, I wanted to include this. And yeah, it just glides on the skin and it just looks so good. This next one I had to buy off of Amazon, but I do think that you could still get NYC stuff at certain stores. I'm just not exactly sure where. I used to buy all my NYC stuff at Walmart, but they don't carry it anymore. I saw this at this grocery store called Winco. So if you have a Winco near you, check that out for sure. But I got this off of Amazon. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. I use this when I'm fair, light, and tan, and I love it. This is in the shade 720 Sunny. I know it looks like super warm, and like I told you guys, I don't really like warm bronzers, but it doesn't look super warm on my skin, and that's what I really like about it. And then I also really like that I can wear it through like all my different like skin tones throughout the entire year. This is such a good bronzer, and it is matte. Then I have this one. This one's kind of like a newer favorite of mine. This is from the brand CYO. I got the shade Fair, and it's the bronzing powder When the Sun Don't Shine. I really, really like this. So again, this is kind of like that caramel camel shade that I really like. And I found mine at Walgreens, but I can only find it at the Walgreens in Vegas, this whole CYO brand. I've yet to see it anywhere here in California, but like this is such a good bronzer. It's matte, it glides on the skin, it looks really nice. I can wear it from fair light to tan skin. I'm obsessed with it. This is another like new favorite of mine. This is the new Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in the shade 200. The only thing I have to complain about this is there's only 3 shades and the lightest shade is like light. So I got the shade 200 in between, and even the darkest shade isn't very dark, which is the shade 300. So hopefully they come out with more shades. But this is really nice too. Again, it's kind of like that camel gray undertone shade of bronzer, and it's just really nice on the skin. It can kind of double as like a contour and bronzer shade because it does have a little bit of a gray undertone in it. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. And yeah, it's matte. I don't know. I like it. The last one I'm going to be showing you is from NYX, and this is the matte bronzer in the shade Light. And this one is interesting to me. So I use this bronzer if I'm going to contour. I kind of like step back a little bit on contouring like my face. Like I don't really contour my cheeks anymore. The only parts of my face that I contour all the time is my nose, my lips, and then like my chin or my jaw. But if I'm going to use this, to me it's kind of like a pinky bronze. Hopefully you can like tell by me holding it like this. So I feel like I have to contour if I'm going to use this bronzer. So I will always use like a gray undertone contour shade before using this because this pulls really pink on the skin. But if you mix it with the gray, I don't know, it sounds weird, but if you mix it with like the gray kind of contour shade, it works. And this is also matte, super affordable. I really like it. Okay guys, so that's all my favorite drugstore bronzers. Let me know if any of these are your favorites in the comments below, and also let me know if you have favorite bronzers that I didn't mention. Let me know those as well so I can go pick those up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.